You leave the house, close the door, and for the next few hours, nobody can reach you. No buzzing phone. No location sharing. No instant reply expected. Just you, the street, the weather, and whatever plan was already made. Today, that sounds almost impossible. Maybe even irresponsible. But for most of modern history, it was completely normal. People waited. People guessed. People trusted the plan. Here are 7 once normal habits that would feel strange today, even though millions of people lived with them every single day. Number 7. Calling someone and hoping they were home. Before phones lived in pockets, a phone call was not guaranteed to reach anyone. You picked up the heavy receiver, dialed the number, and listened. Ring, ring, ring. Somewhere else, inside another house, a phone rang on a table or a wall. Maybe someone heard it from the kitchen. Maybe a child shouted, "I'll get it." Maybe nobody was home at all. And that was it. There was no text message waiting underneath the missed call. No read receipt. No quick "sorry, busy" reply. If the person did not answer, you simply tried again later. It sounds inefficient now, but it also made every answered call feel a little more alive. Someone had to physically be there, in that place, at that moment, to hear your voice. Today, people expect contact to be instant. Back then, even a simple phone call required timing, patience, and a little luck. Number 6. Carrying cash for almost everything. There was a time when leaving home without cash felt like leaving home without shoes. You needed coins for a payphone, a few bills for lunch, maybe extra money for a bus ride, a movie ticket, or an emergency. At small stores, people opened wallets instead of apps. Cashiers counted change by hand. Coins dropped into metal trays. Parents gave children a few dollars and said, "Make it last." Cash made spending feel physical. You saw it disappear. If your pocket was empty, the answer was simple. You were done buying things. Modern payment is smoother. A tap, a beep, and the money is gone before you really feel it. Cards and phones are convenient, safer in many ways, and faster for busy lines. But something changed when money stopped feeling like paper in your hand. The old habit was not always easy. You could lose cash. You could run short. But every purchase had weight because you had to hand something real across the counter. Number 5. Dropping by someone's house without warning. Today, showing up at someone's door without texting first can feel almost rude. But once, it was ordinary. A neighbor might knock just to say hello. A cousin might stop by because they were nearby. A friend might ride a bike across town, ring the bell, and ask, "Can you come outside?" Nobody checked the calendar app. Nobody waited for 3 dots on a screen. The front door was part of social life. Of course, it was not always perfect. Sometimes people were busy. Sometimes the house was messy. Sometimes a parent whispered, "Don't answer it." But surprise visits made neighborhoods feel more connected. People were not only names on a contact list. They were close enough to appear on the porch. Today, almost everything is scheduled or warned in advance. Even friendship often arrives with a notification first. Back then, someone at the door could interrupt the day. And sometimes that interruption became the best part of it. Number 4. Waiting to see how your photos turned out. Now, a photo appears the second you take it. You can retake it, crop it, filter it, delete it, and send it before the moment is even over. But for decades, taking pictures meant waiting. You carried a camera to a birthday party, a school trip, or a family vacation. You had a limited number of shots, so every picture mattered. You did not take 20 versions of the same smile. You hoped the lighting was good. You hoped nobody blinked. Then the roll of film went to a photo lab or a store counter. Days later, you picked up an envelope and opened it with excitement. Some photos were terrible. A thumb covered the corner. Someone's head was cut off. The room was too dark. But some were perfect by accident. That waiting gave photographs a strange kind of magic. You were not just looking at an image. You were discovering what the past had saved for you. Today, we have thousands of photos. But many people still remember the thrill of holding a small paper envelope and seeing a memory for the first time. Number 3. Memorizing phone numbers. Before contact lists, people carried important numbers in their heads. Your best friend's house, your parents' workplace, your grandparents, the local pizza place. Maybe one emergency number written on a paper near the phone. Children learn numbers like little secret codes. Adults could dial familiar people without looking. Some numbers became part of family memory, repeated so often they almost sounded like a song. This habit existed because it had to. A phone was only useful if you knew where to call. There were address books, of course. Small notebooks near the landline, filled with names, numbers, crossed-out entries, and handwriting from different years. But the most important numbers stayed inside your brain. Today, most people tap a name and never see the number at all. If the phone dies, if the contacts vanish, or if the internet connection fails, many people suddenly realize they do not remember much. Technology made memory less necessary. That is not a bad thing. It freed the mind for other work. But there was something personal about knowing a number by heart. It meant that person was not just saved in your device. They were saved in you. Number 2. Asking strangers for directions. Getting lost used to be normal. You unfolded a paper map in the car. You looked for street signs. You argued gently over whether the turn was missed 3 blocks ago. And when the map was not enough, you asked someone. A gas station clerk. A person walking a dog. A shop owner sweeping the sidewalk. The directions were not always perfect, but they were human. Go 2 lights down, turn left after the church, then look for the blue house. That kind of instruction depended on landmarks, memory, and trust. People described the world the way they experienced it, not the way a satellite saw it. Today, a voice from a phone tells you exactly where to go. It is faster, more accurate, and much less stressful. For travelers, emergency situations, and everyday driving, GPS has changed life for the better. But it also removed many tiny conversations with strangers. Getting directions once meant admitting you needed help. And sometimes, that small moment turned an unknown street into a place with a person in it. Number 1. Being unreachable for hours. This may be the strangest habit of all. For most people today, being unreachable feels suspicious. Your phone is off. Your messages are unanswered. Your location is unknown. Something must be wrong. But not long ago, being unreachable was normal life. You could go to school, work, the store, the park, the movies, or a friend's house, and nobody expected constant updates. Parents waited for children to come home by dinner. Friends waited at a meeting spot. Couples waited for calls at night. Families trusted that silence did not automatically mean danger. Was it always better? No. Emergencies were harder. Plans could fail. If someone was late, all you could do was wait and worry. But that silence also gave people a kind of freedom that feels rare now. When you were away, you were truly away. A walk was just a walk. A conversation was just a conversation. A quiet afternoon did not have to report itself to anyone. Today, connection protects us, helps us, and brings people closer across distance. But it also follows us everywhere. That is why being unreachable now feels strange. Because the old world had a kind of space around each person, and once that space disappeared, many people did not notice until it was gone. You leave the house, close the door, and nobody can reach you. Once, that was not a problem. It was just life.